3, Judge 3 representing World Boxing, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, and Judge 5 representing Great Britain. Your referee, you're representing Germany, Erich Drecker.
So the final contest of this morning's session then will conclude the men's 80 kilo semi-finals. We'll find out who will face England's Dimitri Shitter in tomorrow's final. We've got Brazil, represented in red, Wanderley de Souza Pereira, and in blue, Japan's Go Wakaya, boxing out of the southpaw stance.
Yeah, another southpaw orthodox bout. See more of them nowadays, don't we, Stace?
Absolutely. It's really interesting how many more there are. There's got to be a reason behind that, but...
Saying to Chris yesterday, of the 20 light middleweights that qualified at Olympic Games,
there was loads of southpaws, wasn't there?
11 of those,
is that right?
You know, including myself,
a lot, but wow.
southpaws, so over half.
Wow.
These boys both look short and compact, but both look
I was just going to say, they've both got a very, I mean, in the bout prior, of course, Kim had more of this physique, and then Dimitri Shitter, of course, really long and rangy and tall. These two very similar in stature, and you would imagine it's going to make for a pretty explosive encounter.
Always really impressed with the Japanese kit, and their boots are always lovely boots. Mizuno, I believe the brand is.
Yeah, they're just really nice. Difficult to get hold of.
Yeah. We must have to travel to Japan to get a pair.
They had really impressive equipment when we were preparing for the World Championships, which was in Jeju in Korea. We trained at the Japanese Olympic Centre, and they had all sorts of equipment we don't have here. Big, what's the best way I could describe them, like drying machines, for want of a better description, where they could put the gloves. They just dried them out overnight.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Very hygienic over in Japan.
yeah. The toilets were something else. I think we all spent the first 2 days just in there trying all the buttons. He must be well unimpressed with our setup here.
Yeah.
Good work here, though, from both boxers. Actually, they both had their own degrees of success. It's certainly living up to what we'd hoped, this one.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to score, you know. They're both, as you say, both having success. Both shipping a few as well, though. Brazilians switch now to southpaw, so 2 southpaws at the moment.
Really enthusiastic support right behind us here, which is great to hear. Cheering every single success for their boxer.
Nice work from the Japanese there.
Really good.
Range.
Really good work. Just won't commit, Wakaya Willie, until he's really certain that opening is there, and just gets clipped by Pereira with a solid lead hand and a nod of acknowledgement there as he makes his way back to his corner. Yeah, really good. Intriguing opening round, that one.
Good round. I'm going to go Japanese just.
Spot on.
We do know what we're talking about, don't we?
Well, you do. I can't take credit for that. 3-2 then in favour of Wakaya of Japan. Real energetic shadow boxing from his coach to show him exactly what he wants him to do. Full demonstration there. What did you like in the corner? You see all sorts, don't you? Those that are really active with the towel,
the towels, shaking
ice
legs
down the neck, they're lifting the legs up, putting them, all sorts of things.
I've always stood, to be honest. I've always stood in between rounds, and yeah, just nice, calm. 2 or 3 instructions. You know what you're doing well, what you could do better, and just give me a little bit of water and give me time to breathe. That's about it for me. Yeah,
so
backhand.
Still all to play for in this one then. Really close after that first round. Difficult to separate them. Oh, really nice backhand from Wakaya, and those kind of shots can be the difference, can't
definitely.
They?
2 good backhands landed from the Japanese fighter. Again, he's really found his range with that backhand.
He's really starting to get his timing, isn't he? And Pereira's got to do something here. Needs to reply. Find a home for his backhand in response to those couple of excellent shots from Wakaya, much to the delight of the Japanese fans behind us.
Little bit scrapping inside, but when they're both competing in range, it's it's good to watch.
Again, adopts that wide stance, the Japanese fighter. His weight just slightly shifted to his back foot, isn't it? Ready to just propel himself forward. He's really economical as well. He doesn't really waste shots, does he?
No, no.
Takes his time, chooses his attacks very deliberately. Both just posturing, just trying to find those openings, just trying to trigger something in their opponent. Pereira falling short with that jab. Just got to be careful of falling short with that jab, because Wakaya could just punish him.
Yeah.
Come through with those counters. That did look like a little head clash there. Both come through unscathed, so back at it.
Backhand to the body there.
Really good to see that variety as well, and again takes the momentum from Pereira. He's just falling short, isn't he, with his shots? Like he just needs to take that tiny inch of a step forward. Because when Wakaya decides to let his shots go, he makes sure he's in range, doesn't he? He takes that little lunge forward. But Pereira just throwing from the stance he's in, he's just out of range. I really think the distance of the range is key in this one. They've all both got different attributes and technically sound in many ways, but using the range in terms of Wakaya just uses it so much more effectively, whereas Pereira's just falling short frequently, particularly with that jab. Yep, all in favour of Wakaya in that round. What were you going to add to that, Lewis?
No, I was just going to say you'd like to think the judges were seeing that in the scorecards, and they certainly have been. You know, a 5-0 round. It was still close and competitive, but the better backhands were landing, the better scoring shots were landing from the Japanese boxer, and you know he's 2-0 up on 3 of the scorecards there, so he can again negate himself around this last round to make sure he's fresh and healthy to go tomorrow in the final.
Got to adjust his feet, the Brazilian, because he's throwing from that static position and it's just too mobile, Wakaya, whereas Wakaya just out of range, but before he throws that shot just takes that little step with his front foot to bring him in range, and he's catching Pereira as we've just seen there. But a good backhand from Pereira in reply. He almost looks like he's waiting, Pereira, for Wakaya to come on to something. And when he doesn't come onto it, or when he's too quick in and out and he misses the opportunity, he's just caught in no man's land almost and falling short and having to just throw speculative shots.
Just lighter on his feet, isn't he, the Japanese? Pereira's definitely got the style, he can do it. It's just a little bit flat-footed at the moment.
You can't rely on Wakaya stepping in and catching him coming in. He's got to be able to initiate the attacks himself, particularly in this contest and particularly in this round. Behind on the cards, got it all to do. Can he find that big shot, that big telling shot to be the difference maker? Goes in pursuit of it, but again Wakaya just managing to get himself out of danger, relying on those quick feet. Lovely work in and out with the jab, that lead hand. Right hand jab from Wakaya. They're really enjoying this, the Japanese support behind us. Great enthusiasm. It's great to hear. I'm sure he can hear that in the ring as he just musters that last bit of energy for the final minute of this last round. And been a really competitive one, this.
Oh, both just missing there with big shots, not landing clean. A little bit of foul play from the Brazilian there, hitting the back of the head. Nice to see the referee picking up there. Oh, I do feel like the lead up or the backhand uppercut, the left uppercut's on for the Japanese when Pereira comes in like that low. But again, no need to do anything that he's not comfortable with. He's winning the bout so far.
Well, there has been a cut there. You can see blood coming from the left-hand side of Wakaya's head. That may well have been from that clash a few moments ago. Won't concern him right now, though, as he just needs to see out these final seconds without risking any more cuts.
Oh, it looks like a little bit of a messy one, that. It's good to see it's not obviously...
It's right on the side of his head, isn't it? It looks like, and there's quite a bit of blood coming from that. It should be something that they should be able to handle overnight, of course.
It's obviously not affecting his vision, but yeah, it looks a little bit messy.
Well, a roar from Wakaya in acknowledgement of a good performance from him.
Yeah, a good performance since, you know, a very good opponent in Brazilian.
Yeah, it looked like Pereira had a lot more to give, but just wasn't able to impose his style upon the Japanese fighter today.
Olympic quarter-finalist Pereira, so got good pedigree.
Bout number 57 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the blue corner, it's Wakaya.
Huge cheers for Wakaya, Japanese fighter who's now booked his place in the men's 80 kilo final, where he'll face Englishman Demiji Shitu, who we saw earlier with a really impressive performance over Kim, the Korean boxer. So, another final, very different styles that we can look forward to tomorrow.